This is a series of videos. Please refer to the methods of stitches, ignoring the yarn color. Select the corresponding yarn colors in your material package to learn. Please refer to both the videos and the instructional brochure during your crocheting process. Please make sure to first view the beginning 10 instructional videos to learn the basic methods of crocheting, and then view the instructional videos for your purchased product.
The owls. The crocheting methods for these 4 owls are the same. The crochet methods for the bodies, wings, the feet and scarves are exactly the same. I will use this gray one for demonstration. If you are not very familiar with basic stitches, you can use the practice yarn from the material kit to practice according to the basic tutorial. Let's crochet the main body of the owl, which consists of the head and the body. During the crocheting process, refer to the stitches and ignore the colors. Use the yarn of the corresponding color to crochet the main bodies. Take out the yarn of the corresponding color. Hold this yarn end with your right hand. Wrap it around your left pinky finger once. Then pass it through your fingers and hang it on your index finger. Pinch the yarn end with your middle finger and thumb. In this way, the yarn is held properly. We can pull the yarn end to lengthen the yarn. Pull the yarn tail to shorten the yarn. We need to leave enough yarn here. We will start with the magic ring. First, make a magic ring on your hand. Wrap the yarn end around your middle finger once. Pinch the crossover point. Take out the crochet hook from the material kit. Insert the crochet hook through the yarn loop on your middle finger. Yarn over. Pull through. The loop on your middle finger forms a magic ring.
Work into a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your little finger. Then bring it up to index finger. Make loop around your middle finger. Pinch the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Insert hook into the loop on your middle finger. Yarn on the hook, pull up a loop. The loop on the middle finger becomes the magic ring.
The first round has a chain stitch, 6 single crochets, and finally a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook. Pass through the loop on the crochet hook. A chain stitch is completed.
First, work a chain stitch. Yarn on the hook, pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. That's a chain stitch.
A chain stitch acts as a turning chain to raise the height. It is not included in the stitch count. Next, make 6 single crochets. Crochet hook goes through the loop on your middle finger. Yarn over and pull through. Remove the magic ring from your finger. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops at once. This completes a single crochet.
Insert hook into the magic ring. Pull up loop through the magic ring. There are 2 loops on the hook. Yarn on the hook, pull through both loops on the hook. One single crochet is done.
The single crochet looks like a V shape from the side. We will need to pick up this V shape. Attach the stitch marker. We pick up the 2 strands of the V shape. The 2 strands of the V shape are the stitch of the single crochet. The stitch marker serves as a marker. We place it on the first stitch of each round. The second single crochet, insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over. Pull through. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. 2 single crochets are completed. From the side view, 2 V-shapes are formed. Third single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over and pull out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. 3 single crochets are completed. From the side view, 3 V-shapes are formed. Fourth single crochet. Fifth single crochet. Sixth single crochet. Six single crochets are completed. From the side view, 6 V-shapes are formed. Start counting from the stitch with the stitch marker. Next, we will tighten the magic ring. Pull the yarn end to tighten the magic ring. The magic ring is tightened. Next is a slip stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook into the first stitch. Yarn over and pull out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Bring the left loop into the right loop. This completes a slip stitch.
Snip stitch. Insert hook into the next stitch. Hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. That's a snip stitch. Repeat. Insert hook into next stitch. Hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. Repeat one more time. Okay, that's a snip stitch.
From the side, a slip stitch also has a V shape. It is very similar to the V shape of the previous single crochet. To prevent mistaking it for a stitch, you can tighten the slip stitch. The V shape of the slip stitch becomes almost invisible. The slip stitch serves as a connector. It is not included in the stitch count. This is what the first round of crochet looks like when completed. Pay attention to maintaining moderate tension during crocheting. To loose will cause the fabric to deform. To tight will cause the crochet hook to not pass through the stitch. The second round starts with a chain stitch, then 6 increased stitches, and the last one is a slip stitch, 1 chain stitch, yarn over the crochet hook. Pass through the loop on the crochet hook. The chain stitch is completed. The chain stitch is to raise the height. It is not included in the stitch count. Next are 6 increased stitches. An increased stitch means crocheting to single crochets in the same stitch. Let's take a look at the crochet hook insertion points for the second round. The crochet hook insertion points are all in the stitches formed by the single crochets of the previous round. That is, the 2 lines forming a V shape on the side of the single crochet of the previous row. The insertion point of the first stitch. The insertion point of the first increase is in the stitch we just pulled through. Continue to insert the hook and crochet. First increase stitch. We first crochet a single crochet. Yarn over and pull through. Thus, the first stitch of the second round is done. We attach the stitch marker. In the same stitch, crochet another single crochet. In a stitch of the previous row, crocheted to single crochets.
Increase. Increase means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. In the next stitch, we'll show how to work 1 increase. First, work a single crochet in the next stitch. Then, work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. One increase is done.
Crochet 6 increases. A total of 6 stitches are added in the second round. Second increase stitch. First crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Third increase stitch. Fourth increase stitch. First crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Fifth increase stitch. Sixth increase stitch. Six increase stitches are completed. Finally, a slip stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook through the stitch. Yarn over and pull out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Bring the left loop into the right loop. Then pull tight. The slip stitch serves as a connector. It is not included in the stitch count. This is what the second round of crochet looks like when completed. The third round starts with a chain stitch. Then 1 single crochet and 1 increase stitch as a set. Repeat crochet 6 sets. Finally a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. Yarn over and pull through the loop on the crochet hook. Next is the first set. First crochet a single crochet. Attach the stitch marker. Next, crochet an increase stitch in the next stitch. Crochet 2 single crochets in the same stitch. This is what 1 single crochet and 1 increase stitch as a set looks like. From the side, this set forms 3 V-shapes. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 sets. Second set, 1 single crochet first. One increase stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Third set, 1 single crochet first. One increase stitch. Fourth set, 1 single crochet first. 1 increase stitch. Fifth set, 1 single crochet first. 1 increase stitch. Sixth set, 1 single crochet first. 1 increase stitch. Crocheting of 6 sets are completed. 1 slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Yarn over and pull out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Bring the left loop into the right loop. Tighten. The slip stitch serves as a connector. It is not included in the stitch count. This is how the third round looks after crocheting is completed. Next, let's distinguish between the front and back sides. The side that is relatively smooth is the front side. The side with the yarn end from the magic ring and less smooth is the back side. During the crocheting process, keep the front side facing us. The fourth round starts with 1 chain stitch, then 1 increase stitch into single crochets as a set. Repeat crochet 6 sets. Finally, a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. First set, 1 increase stitch. Attach the stitch marker. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. 1 increase is done. Next, crochet the single crochets in sequence. This is what 1 increase stitch into single crochets as a set looks like. From the side, this set forms for V-shapes. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 sets. Second set, 1 increase stitch first. To single crochets. Third set, 1 increase stitch first. Two single crochets. Three sets are done. Please complete the remaining 3 sets in the same way. Follow the pattern of 1 increase stitch into single crochets as a set. Please complete the crocheting on your own. 6 sets are completed, then finish with a slip stitch. This is what the 4th round looks like when completed. The 5th round starts with a chain stitch. Then, 3 single crochets and 1 increase stitch as a set. Repeat crochet 6 sets. Finally, a slip stitch. Start with a chain stitch. The first set, work 3 single crochets first. Three single crochets followed by an increase stitch. Three single crochets and 1 increase as one set. This is what a set looks like. From the side, it forms 5 V shapes. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 sets. The second set, work 3 single crochets first. One increase stitch. The third set, work 3 single crochets first. One increase stitch. 3 sets are completed. For the remaining 3 sets, please complete the crocheting on your own. 6 sets are done. Finally, a slip stitch. This is what the 5th round looks like when the crochet is completed. The 6th round starts with a chain stitch.
Then to single crochets, 1 increase stitch, and to single crochets as a set.
Repeat crochet 6 sets. Finally, a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. The first set, work to single crochets first. One increase stitch. Two single crochets. Two single crochets and increase stitch into single crochets are completed. Viewed from the side, there are 6 V-shapes. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 sets. The second set, work to single crochets first. One increase stitch in the 2 single crochets. The sets of crochet are completed.
The crochet methods for the remaining 4 sets are the same as the previous 2 sets.
Please complete the crocheting on your own. 6 sets are done. Finally, a slip stitch. This is what the 6th round looks like when completed. The crochet methods for the next rounds 7 to 11 are the same. A chain stitch, then 36 single crochets without increase or decrease. The last one is a slip stitch. Let me demonstrate the 7th round. Start with a chain stitch. Next, there are 36 single crochets without increases or decreases. Without increases or decreases means crocheting 1 single crochet in each stitch. Here, 16 single crochets are completed. Please continue crocheting single crochets in the same way until this round is completed. 36 single crochets without increases or decreases are done. 1 slip stitch. This is what the 7th round looks like when completed. The crochet methods for the next rounds from 8 to 11 are the same as the 7th round. Please complete the crocheting on your own. This is what the 11th round looks like when completed. The 12th round starts with a chain stitch, then to single crochets, 1 decrease stitch and to single crochets as a set. Repeat crochet 6 sets, finally a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. The first set, work to single crochets first. Two single crochets are completed, then 1 decrease stitch. A decrease stitch is to combine 2 stitches into 1 stitch. We need to pick up the front loop of the next 2 stitches for crocheting. Let's take a look at the front loops. On top of a single crochet stitch is a V shape. The loop closest to us is the front loop we need to pick. The one farthest from us is the back loop. Next, let's take a look at the specific crochet method. Insert the crochet hook through the front loop of the next stitch. Then through the front loop of the next stitch. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. There are 2 loops remaining on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. In this way, these 2 single crochets become 1 stitch. 1 decrease stitch is completed.
Decrease is to combine 2 stitches into 1 stitch. There are 2 ways to make a decrease. Method 1. Insert hook through the front loops of 2 adjacent stitches. The loop close to us is front loop. Hook the yarn and pull up loop through the 2 front loops on hook. Yarn on the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. That's a decrease.
Let's crochet 2 more single crochets. Here is what a set of 2 single crochets, 1 decrease stitch, and 2 single crochets looks like. From the side, this set forms 5 V shapes. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 sets. The second set, work to single crochets first. One decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the front loop of the next stitch. Then, through the front loop of the next stitch. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. There are 2 loops remaining on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Crochet 2 more single crochets. The third set, work 2 single crochets first. One decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the front loop of the next stitch. Then through the front loop of the next stitch. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. There are 2 loops remaining on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. The decrease stitch is done. Crochet 2 more single crochets. The fourth set, work 2 single crochets first. One decrease stitch. Two single crochets. The fifth set, work 2 single crochets first. One decrease stitch. Two single crochets. The sixth set, work 2 single crochets first. One decrease stitch. Two single crochets. Six sets are done. Finally, a slip stitch. This is what the 12th round looks like when completed.